Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the All Guns No Glory podcast. I am GM Jeff Ball, your host. We are playing a Pathfinder 2nd Edition revised core rules for the players, the legacy rules, mostly for the module, and as much as I can squeeze in, thanks to Archives of Nethys, for the module itself. Outlaws of AlkenStar is what we are playing. Book 2 is where we're at. Chapter 2 is what you are about to behold. And when last we left our players, there were snakes on this dosh darn gone it, as Pilo said, airship. Too many. And a big snake had gotten into a passenger cabin and was scaring the passengers. And we're amidst round 3. It is now Blaster Valentine's turn. In last episode, Blaster, you heard a scream through the wall, the south wall, on the other side of the stairwell. And some murmur about somebody's snake. I don't want to repeat it. We'll keep this episode clean, because last episode was rather down and dirty. Blaster, what do you do?
I will rush back down the stairs. Stupid.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What'd I miss? What's your movement? 30? No, 25? Okay, 25. Charwin's in the way. You got to keep moving.
No, I'm just going to stay right inside Charwin.
That's Almambro's leg.
Yeah, no, I'll move.
Where do you want to go? Towards the other stairs?
Well, I just realized they're in the way, kind of.
Yep. Come on. Charwin's just picked you up and he's whirling you around over his head. That's what that means. Where do you want to go?
Is there any other way upstairs?
Yep,
No,
there's a stairwell past them outside on the deck.
Are you ping again?
Can I ping where that stairwell is?
No, how
there's a
do I
stairwell
ping?
out here? Stairwell here.
Again.
There's a stairwell here. There's a window you can climb out and, do some Indiana Jones stuff.
There.
Climb outside the window?
No. Definitely not.
No? Okay.
I'm going to move there.
Okay. So, 5 past Charwin, 10 onto the gory snake, and then heading west to your right as you're heading down towards snakes. You slip into a booth. And then what?
You two, lure it back here. We need to get around it. And that's me.
Okay. El Manubrio. I got it right.
I will. I don't know. I will do what El Manubrio does best, and I will just take a shot at it with my piercing wind. And it hits.
They're easy to hit, but hard to damage.
I do no damage. It is ineffective. Oh my. And I will can I tumble through?
Sure. Gotta be tumble rules for that.
Tumbling
Acrobatics.
makes rolling throw. Just stuck.
I would just see him it's like wiggling under the pillowcase. Like he just kind of wiggles into one side, pops up in the middle of them, and then different places, and then
And
the other
yeah,
one.
so just to basically get past it up onto the staircase here
Yep.
with a 24.
I will say with a 24, doing some whip moves, right? Whipping around the corner and getting a light fixture
Okay.
and swinging out and over and
Indiana
landing on the
Jones in this business.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. I got the hat. It's cool. We're good.
Yeah, but, so you have to swing out around the wall, 5 feet past Charwin, 5 feet over snakes, and then hooking back in the U shape and landing on the stairwell. Technically, you've moved 5, 10, 15 feet. It's all within whip range. Or I guess you'd have to whip like a lighting fixture in the ceiling and then swing out and around.
I love it. That's so much better than what I had in my head.
Okay, let's edit this that you came up with this idea. I feel like I'm spoon feeding you your own.
All right.
Um,
I was just gonna see in my head it was bounce off of the bench that I was standing on onto that corner of the wall and just flipping over. But I like the whip action better. I think that's way
pretty good,
more. That's way
probably
more
even give you a
El
bonus.
Manubrio. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now let's consult archives. There's probably specific rules for tumbling past and tumbling through an opponent's square.
Yep, I will look into that.
Okay. But considering they're so low and you have height, you're on a table, you know.
For a swarm, do you have to do a tumble through though?
Well, he can't go around them, right? He kind of has to walk through it, unless he can, you know, fly
All right,
over.
tumbling through, you stride up to your speed. During this movement, you can try to move through the space of one enemy. Attempt an acrobatics check against the enemy's reflex DC.
There it is.
So
Okay, right. 23, dude.
There's actually
I'll take it.
in the activities tab, there's actually a tumble through dice roll you can do.
Oh, you know what? I probably could have just hit that. You're right. But I think I cleared it. I think
Yeah, you did.
numbers add up.
Yeah.
So that's okay. So
Okay. So
took a
you
shot.
want?
it was ineffective.
Yeah.
Okay, screw this. I'm out. There was a snake. I'm going to chase that one. So flippity, skippity, whippity around the corner.
Yep.
For one action. And then I've got 45 feet of movement. So up the stairs all the way.
Okay. So now it talks about you striding through. So the 15 feet you've moved counts against your 50.
45. Oh, really? So I can I can keep going? Is
Yeah.
what you're saying? Oh, okay, cool. So 15.
Because it talks about it's standard
20.
moving through something, right? So
And then
So
I'd be
50,
on the other map.
20, 25.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
Stop. He went
Yep.
under the door. It's closed.
Yep, nope, that's fine.
Okay.
Final action. Open the door.
Kick it open.
And that's me. Ole.
Now can you get to the door in one action?
Yes.
Okay, so you open the because the whole using the whip to, you know, I mean, now it's for flavor, right? Like, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, the guy rolled a 24 to do an acrobatics check to tumble through an opponent square. That's what he did. But looking at the map for flavor, whip, blah, type of thing. Now, if the player had stated that first, I would have made him do a hit roll on a chandelier to like completely circumvent.
I like your flavor better. I'm giving you props, good sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
I was just doing the like whole wall jump thing off the edge of the other booth and then back into the stairwell, but I like your idea better. It's way cooler and way more
inspired. Yeah, the hat whispers to you, right?
Yeah,
Let's go that.
it's so cool.
You should do these. I should do these. He thinks I'm kidding. We'll get to that later. Those little Zorro rings are actually microchips, you know. It speaks to me. Charwin, what do you want to do?
Let's see. I want to cast Caustic Blast at the door 30 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, so right at the door.
There's a Pylo in the way.
That's okay because it's just a reflex save. It's not an attack roll.
Oh, so you're lobbing a ball of acid?
Yes.
Actually,
Okay.
you know what, Jeff? I will not be able to open that door because the spaces that I pass through the snake count as difficult terrain, and that would have left me 5 feet back. So I would have had to spend the extra 5 feet to get to the door.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. You're at the door.
No, that would have had me there. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah. Nope, sorry.
Kick it open. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, sorry. Yep.
That's only 2 actions, dude. You have an action left. Sorry.
No, I took
Charwin.
a shot first. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Sorry, Charwin. You're just lobbing a missile? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I fling a large glob of acid that immediately detonates, spraying the area.
Okay. Okay, so it's just a -1 shield bonus that Pylo gives to your foe. That's it.
Let's see if it'll work.
Oh, hang on. Do I just get a save, or do you actually make an attack roll with this?
It's a save.
There's no attack roll on your part?
Nope.
Okay.
Looks like they succeeded with half damage.
Okay. Pylo duck. What? Shoo.
3 or 2 for 1 damage, and then they should take.
They took 1 point.
Creatures in the area take 1d8 acid damage with a basic reflex save. On a critical failure.
We saved, so it looks like we took our D8 -1, and we took 2, and then they halved it.
Yeah, it's an area attack spell, so I was looking for the splash damage. Oh, creatures, plural, in the area take 1d8 acid damage. So that is the area attack right there.
Mm-hmm. Technically, we're the same creature?
Yeah, I guess if they take
Swarms
area...
suck.
Yeah, if they take area attack damage, they should get a weakness to that as well. If they're the classic swarm.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, and I'm not seeing it. Oil. Venom. I wonder if we have something specific. Because, like, this is just Fantasy Grounds having your damage and crap, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's because our saving throw. Oh, sorry, right. It's D8 if we failed, but because we saved with our 26, we take half damage, so that's fine. But, no, they've got... Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong snake. I'm looking at the snake. Here we go.
I think your negative applied to,
There we go.
To your damage roll, by the way, and it shouldn't have. I'm looking at you've got this -1 in your thing there, and it shouldn't have applied to your damage roll.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Right.
If anyone, I would give them maybe a +1 to the save or just leave it. Okay, so going back to 3 points, I save with a 26. That rounds down to a point. Okay? Next we go to weakness.
It doesn't actually change anything, but I will say that.
So, does this is considered splash damage or area damage or both?
It is a 5-foot burst.
Okay. So I take 5 weakness in these categories. So your 1 point actually becomes 6.
Okay. Yep.
So how weaknesses work, it'll give you just that plus.
Yeah, they give you a flat damage addition to your ability.
Yep. And under it, I have resistances. And it's like resistance, bludgeoning 5, piercing 5, slashing 3. So it's like you can whack us and smack us and whatever, but unless you get 6 points to get the 1 or 4 points to get the, you know what I mean? Like it's just far less effective. Anyway, and because you guys last year encountered this and did the retcon, like did the, what's the word I'm looking for? Recall. I don't mind just spitting this out for free now because you guys have recalled this knowledge several times.
Mm-hmm.
So we have area damage 5, splash damage 5. Those are weaknesses.
And
right?
kudos to Fantasy Grounds because they are accurately tracking ammo usage all by itself. You don't have to do anything. That's that's huge.
Yep.
Boo to Fantasy Grounds that should have taken that. Like they knew what the spell was. Why didn't I take 5 extra points? But that's fine.
They miss their things here and there.
Like missing all the books I bought in the last update. Boo. Anyway, I mean, thank you, Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, I'm still a little upset about Kineticist, but we won't get into that here. That's for what was it? Wilds of the Wild? No, something of the Wildwood.
Actually, there was an update, and somebody yoinked the sponsorship. Like all those books I got from free from them, gone.
They
all the first edition,
not.
all the first edition books gone. still have the Age of Ashes sponsorship, but we talked to them about all the first edition shows, and they gave me and Rob Hammond and Philip Trout a bunch of first edition books for their Fantasy Grounds, and we started putting out the shows. And I guess some bean counter caught up or went, I don't understand, it's not Fantasy Grounds purchase. Try our affiliate link. It really helps the show because we actually get a kick from that. Even books I buy myself, if I use my affiliate link, the show gets cash back. I bought some Devin minis for $6. I got 35 cents. Like, thank you. That goes back into the patron fund to buy more books and things to entertain you. Because that's what we spend patron money on. Zoom subscriptions, books, and the endless fascination of let's start a new show for no good reason. Who cares if we don't have time to actually air it? So, getting back to
With you,
the
Jeff.
acid
Let's do it.
at acid at hand. Charwin, 2 actions to cast a spell,
Yes.
and you got 1 left. What do you want to do?
That's a good question. Maybe I'll take a 5-foot step back.
Which brings us to Pilo Jesus, who is right toe-to-toe with this swarm.
Yeah, man, the damn thing just poisoned me too, and I do not like to feel like I'm alive again. So I will look at the darn guy. Now,
Your life is pain, and any pain you get reminds you of your former life. Is that what you're
that's pretty
saying?
much right, yeah. I'm reminded of having fleshy stuff and skin, ugh,
That's good.
lungs. And...
So what do you want to do,
No.
man?
Now, the spell I have has heightened +2. It's a cantrip. We're all level
Okay.
5 now, right? So would that put me at heightened 2? +2?
So it's based on your spell slots. What level spell slot
it's
can
a
you
cantrip.
cast?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what's your highest level spell slot?
I can cast 3.
So then you've got
Oh, yeah, you can cast third level spells.
Yep, you
You can cast third level. There's a difference, Pilo. You can cast third level spells, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, you can heighten it.
Okay, so is that how it is? It's my level +2. Okay, so okay.
It's
But
your the spell, like your maximum spell casting level. So like it to heighten it, it's every spell casting level. So when you can
Okay.
cast level 5 spells, you can heighten it again.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
However,
was-
it will
it was-
burn one of your third level or second level slots. Like it'll actually burn that higher slot out of your spontaneous casting.
Yes.
By the way,
Does it?
yes,
Oh.
because you're juicing it with your power. So when you heighten your
I thought
spells,
cantrips were automatically heightened. That's all. But if I
They
want,
Cantrips are. Yes, if it's a
Okay, yeah,
cantrip,
okay, yes.
you just get it for free. You don't have to
Okay.
burn your higher slot.
I was gonna say because of I'm
don't?
at level. We're level 5. I can cast third level spells, but
Yeah, cantrips just
but,
automatically level to their maximum ability. That's one of the really cool benefits that second edition gave spellcasters.
the thing is, I have
Everyone-
is that
but you're actually getting actual dice damage and stuff. Why are they giving that to you for free? Like I could see it like without extra
Because they're-
feats or blah blah blah.
Because melee classes are so much more overpowered, they had to give spellcasters something.
so they're giving you your lowest 0 bread and butter a bit of a oomph as opposed to
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That only works for cantrips. So like magic missile, you have to pay the cost to cast it at heightened levels.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the reason I was asking is because a fantasy grounds isn't automatically giving me the extra damage to this.
Yeah, you have to go in and adjust it every time that you level a spell casting level. Well, or in for cantrips, it just goes up as you level, right?
Okay, so let's talk about the actual spell. Like I said, I trust Matt's judgment because he's playing a sorcerer in our 10th level game, and he's read all this stuff for us so that I could read other things and go somewhere else. So anyway,
that's what I figured. I just wasn't sure if fantasy grounds would automatically do it for me, or if I knew it.
But yeah, so the heightening is based not on your character level, but on the level of spell that you can cast.
Because this is a heightened +2, I have to be 2 levels above
Right.
the level of the spell.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
okay. So what spell are we
But you
talking
have
about?
that.
Well, I'm gonna basically look at the guy, the snakes, and be like, I don't like feeling alive. I'm gonna cast hunting.
Okay.
15-foot cone.
The heightened. What does it do to the dice?
It adds 1d6 damage. So it automatically it's a fortitude. It's a basic fortitude save. And it'll take my damage equal to my spellcasting ability modifier. Now it's plus 1d6. So it's 4 plus 1d6.
Okay.
But it's a basic fortitude save. So. I guess I can hit the button if you want to target. I can hit that button and make it roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
Half damage. So now I'm gonna. So it's 4 plus a d6. So I'll roll a d6. Well, how does I see now? I don't know how to. I don't know how to edit it in. I'll just roll the 4. There's 2 damage plus a d6, half of this as well, which is rounded down another 2 damage. So 4 damage total.
Right. So Fantasy Grounds has given them 2, and I need to give them the other 2.
Yep.
Okay. I'm looking at your sheet, and normally I could just drop a dice in here or mess with it, but because they've hard baked like an actual solid number instead of damage dice, it just says 4 sonic targets. I'm not sure how we can edit that to add dice on top of it.
I think I can. There's ways to edit things here, but I'd have to look into it and play around with it for sure to figure it out.
Yeah, or you may have to make a spell from scratch. Just call it same thing.
Yeah.
Like add a blank spell and recreate it, but to your heightened, and then you have the choice of a haunting him or heightened haunting him. Ha ha ha. H give him the triple H.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, in my spamminess, I've accidentally damaged the snakes again. There we go.
So that was 2 actions for that. And
I forgot to ask you, what are the effects of the spell? What is it? Is it
it's sonic damage.
Okay.
And if they critically failed, to be deafened for 1 minute as well.
I'm just wondering if it's because it's a cone, it's an area of effect.
Yes.
Right? Which we actually take 5 extra points of damage from because you were reverberating a 15-foot cone through the entire pile. They actually take an additional 5 points of damage, sir. So good for you.
There we go. Damn well, things make me feel alive.
And this is how we took down the last swarm? Pilo and his singing.
Take down a lot of things with that voice. And I guess I will move back 5, 10. I'll move over to here. Right there. We're
so
back 10 feet and over to the right 5 feet.
Yeah, so you're like in the opposite booth across from Valentine.
Yep.
Right. Did I miss Valentine, or did he just run down here? He just got here, right? Okay. Round 4. The big mass of hissing snakes.
When does his next damage thing take effect as well? Is that his turn or on our turns?
What do you mean?
Well, he has the poison to us, right? We're all poisoned, and it's 6 rounds.
Oh, it's probably best to do it on mine. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like I would lose track everywhere. So let's, even though I'm supposed to do this at the end of the round, we'll cheat a bit and do it at the beginning. Okay. Actually, no, we'll do it at the end.
Is it a flat 3?
Well, you guys get a saving throw every round.
Oh. Save me. And that was fortitude, correct?
Yep.
Do you want it open or in the tower?
Oh, you guys can do them open, of course.
Oh, and do we still get the bonus of the +3?
No, it says the initial save. So now you guys are down to +1 just for racial. Because this is the initial save. Now that you guys failed that, you're into second, right? So you don't get the +2 from us, but you do get your +2s.
22.
+1.
Oh, I didn't fail, or I didn't succeed, I don't think, with a 19.
Pilo saves and shrugs off the effects. You fail, and we go to stage 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Stage 2.
Does that make more hit points damage?
Not only that, stage 2 is 1d6, not 1d4. 1d6 poison, and you become clumsy 1.
Ew.
Yes.
All right, so roll your d6, sir.
Okay, so let me target my victim.
Well, you never took the you never took the 1d4.
I did, yes.
Oh, last
I
turn?
rolled it and I just dumped it on their characters as we were talking.
Oh,
I rolled like a 2. I rolled them a 2 and I stabbed them both on my side of Fantasy Grounds. Don't worry. Now where were we? Oh yes, Venom stage 2.
Clumsy's nasty. That's
Now the question is, does me pushing this button automatically put Clumsy on El Membrio, or do I have
it's
to?
there.
Yep, it's there.
Nice. See this? Yeah. See if I can manually do this quicker than going through the whole moving the flag up and down, right? Which is
Oh,
slow.
but the damage only applies on my turn. It should automatically do it at the end of my turn.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. 'Cause
We'll
you
see.
would become clumsy after you've made your actions.
No, well, like on
No.
his turn, it will.
I just ran
get
past
more
your turn and
enhanced.
it didn't do anything, so I'm going to roll a
Okay.
d6.
Yeah, roll that d6.
2.
All right, I will take it. Done.
Okay.
And you've already clumsied me, you jerk.
Yeah, well, I'm glad Fancy Grounds let me do that, push the button, because the what I've been doing, we're like, oh, he's prone. Oh, no, he's not prone, These effects. They're cleaning things up, making things easier for us GMs, which is nice. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, that was supposed to happen later. What's happening now is we squeeze. And when we squeeze, I believe it's half movement. So 10, 20, 30. Squeeze forward and then around the booth. Squeeze right onto Pylo. As a single action. As a second action. And just for argument's sake, if I got to use 2 actions just to get here because I'm going around a wall, and then I'll do so. So, just to be safe, whether I can get there or not, I can definitely get here in 2 actions. And what I will do is I will even go so far as moving another 5 feet so that I'm closer to victims, and I engulf Pylo just because we're moving straight up this one side. And as my last action, each enemy in the swarm takes 2d8 piercing damage, reflex basic, 21. So can I have a reflex save for you, sir? Okay. 31. I was even going to say, and because you're on the table and around the wall, I was going to give you cover, but it doesn't look like it's necessary.
You just kind of go right through me.
Well, they're just biting the bony legs and nothing's happening, right?
Stupid freaking snakes. I already told you I'm not freaking made of flesh.
I look over at Pylo. He looks at me, and there's snakes coming out his eyes.
Yep. I don't know what's going on. They just pouring out of my mouth.
They formed a wig on your head, and you look like Medusa.
Looked like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 3 with the fake wig.
Yeah.
In my actual module, I'm going to see if you guys can get there in time. Because in my actual adventure, let's talk to Blaster. Blaster Valentine, what do you want to do? Well, I'm going to look this up.
Do I avoid all
I would
damage?
like to attack.
Yes, you do. You avoid all damage because you crit saved. You get 31 to my 21, so you're good, man. Nice, eh? Yay, basic saving throws. Crit for the win. Sorry, Valentine, what do you want to do?
I want to attack this pile of snakes.
Okay.
I'm afraid if I shoot into it, I could hit Pylo.
No, because you only have to hit.
Is your
you don't have to shoot.
laser eye a line AoE?
I was just thinking about that. It doesn't say. It's just 1d fire. And there's no real description.
Oh,
for
single
it.
target though.
Pardon?
Is it a single target or is it like?
Yeah, it doesn't specify. It says energy beam weapon. Damage type fire, range 20 feet. Unarmed ranged attack.
Yeah, I would assume it's a single target. Still,
I will slash at it. hit him with a crit. 31. I just like turn my hand and like start rotating it with the blade in it, so it's just cutting a bunch of snakes at a time. And do 19 points of damage. Sorry, 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Didn't have any resistances to that. That's
19 points. It takes 16. It's partially resists.
Yeah, 16.
Because I only have 3 resistance versus slashing, where I have 5 resistance versus bludgeoning and piercing. So slashing at
Still
these things,
very impressive, sir.
chopping up snakes is the way to go, unless you have attack of opportunity, AoE. So,
And then
Spiegler, you once asked me about the NPCs, and yes, digging into Fantasy Grounds reference manual, I have all the NPCs with stats, and as you can see now, I have placed 2 on the board. The half-elven passengers. I wasn't just kidding last year. He's in there making attacks against our
So I want to move south from where the snake is. Am I able to move over the seats? Or does that wall go from like the floor to the ceiling in between the booths?
that's not a wall, it's a table. Like if you want to just head 5 feet north,
No,
you're just
no,
flipping over
south.
to.
Like down.
Oh, yes, that is a wall.
Okay. So I would have to tumble through.
Or swing around, or as such.
I got acrobatics. I got springy legs.
I will give you a +1 because you can literally like hug the wall and place a foot from one seat around the wall on the other. You know what I mean?
Okay. Failure.
Fail. Okay. You didn't crit fail and fall prone in front of them. It's just as you try to get around them, a bunch rise up and start striking at you, and you're like, I'm going to get chewed on if I... So 1 attempt and 1 fail, right? What else you got?
For my last action, I'll try it again.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Fail again.
Well, they're really watching you, man.
Yeah. All right. That's me.
You're like, dang it. El Manubrio.
That's me.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
so I did manage to get the door open last round.
Right.
So I will step into the hallway, start moving down.
All right.
I will spend an action to perceive to see if I can hear that big old bad snake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can hear them screaming and yelling.
Sweet. Then I will open the door.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. You open the door and you see the snake has cornered Finn and Bren Kellen. And she's sort of like, she looks blue and kind of fainted in his arms, and he's whipping a bed sheet at this thing. And, there's blood dripping down his arm, and they're not in good shape, and they're cornered by this thing.
Oh, no.
Yes. They've both taken hits.
It's
And
very
made
good
saving
that I
and
rushed
made
up
saving
here.
throws. Yep.
I'm with you. This poison is bad. Oh, do I get another opportunity for a saving throw?
I'm gonna do it on his,
Okay.
if you don't mind,
No,
because
nope,
I
not at all.
won't track him.
Easier that way. I get it.
Technically, what you do is you attack, and then when you get to the player's next turn, right? It's like, oh, let's start this right. But when you have scattered players, it's easier to do on the monsters. So, Charwin, what do you do?
Let's take a 5-foot step back to the north. And I will target 5 feet in front of the mass of hissing snakes. and use another caustic blast.
Why in front? Why not just hit them?
Oh, because it's a 5-foot burst, and I would hit.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yeah, I would hit Pylo.
Thanks, buddy.
Actually, I hit Blaster too.
You hit Blaster, yeah.
So yeah, 5 feet in front. So that way, I just
Yep.
touch him.
No, that's tactically sound.
Let's see. I got him targeted.
I think the captain might be a bit bitchy about you throwing acid all over her bridge, but
Yeah.
It's
We
better than
succeed.
Fireball.
We succeed. For
oh,
half
dude,
damage.
fireball for sure. What are you talking about? Do you have that?
I do not.
I mean, we can put out fires. That's no problem.
Oh, yeah. He wants to see a fireball.
Anybody here ever hear about the Hindenburg?
Well, this is the Mana Waste. A fireball is not something you see every day, wizard or not, right? All right. Your damage?
5 reduced down to 2.
And then add 5 for the
The weakness.
weakness. Now it's done the 2, so I'll just add 5 to our total here.
Swarms suck, by the way. Have I mentioned that before to any of you guys?
I wouldn't
They
say
are
they're
tough.
they're not party killers, but they are hard to whittle down. It's
They're
not like I'm just
super
like,
annoying, just like in general. I think maybe going forward, if we have the opportunity to equip everybody with a couple flasks of alchemist fire, we should do that.
yes. If only you had other alchemist bottles that are weapons on our persons.
No. We ignore all those bottles of lightning and stuff.
All right, fine. Sorry,
yeah.
anything else? That's it?
Nope. That's my 3 actions.
Okay. The half-elven passengers. Obi, speak to me. Get back, you fiend. Pylo. I'm not saying he was calling you a fiend, Pylo. I'm talking to the snake upstairs.
That's fine. I don't take offense. So I'm surrounded by snake. Basically, I am one with the snakes right now, pretty much.
Well, his turn, he engulfed you, and I actually have to use an action to attack you while you're in said whatever, so you could just move out. But you got to like acrobatic. You could take a 5-foot step out, like difficult terrain, or you can acrobatically try to move through him.
I think I could just stay where I am as well.
Yeah.
Because I could just do that same attack, a 15-foot cone, kind of aim it out towards this way instead of so I'm not hitting my friends there. And that is an area of an attack. So just say, I told you guys to just get off me now. So yeah, back at them.
Sure.
And
We save for half damage, 22, success for us. Sucks to be you.
4, and then the D6.
And half.
So +3.
Okay, so 2 and 3 is 5, and another 5 because it's area of attack is a solid 10 points. So you're doing all right. So
And,
2, and I owe him 8. Okay. He just starts rippling and chewing, and you're not sure how many snakes are actually dead floating in this writhing mass and how many are propping it up, but this thing is definitely on its last legs, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I guess I could try and
Got an
attack, but that'd be now at a secondary. That'd be a second attack, or it'd be
Mhm.
just a regular melee attack.
You would have to go down to the secondary because you used an attack spell.
Yeah. So as I don't have any other real spells I could use that are only one action, I'll just throw a punch at the darn thing, just kind of trying to rip them apart and rip them off me.
Sure.
Natural 1. Critical.
Nat 1.
8.
You start punching, and then they like writhe up your arm and hold you, costing you an action next round. Classic crit miss is cost of actions. Round 5. Massive hissing snakes. Massive hissing snakes. Now that we got a hold of Pylo, kind of, are quite happy to do two things. A bunch, as a double action, are going to spray Valentine. And as a single action, we're going to chomp on Pylo, since he's in our space. Spreading the love all around. Can I have an initial +2 to your saving throw fortitude? So put a +2 in your modifier down the bottom there, Spiegler.
Yeah, I think it's
And then hit me
for me as well.
Oh, do you have
I'll
+1?
throw my save throw at this round because it's those dudes.
Sure, go right ahead.
At +1.
Spiegler, on your character, do you have anything circumstance or other versus poison?
Yeah, being an
What do you-
automaton.
Okay. So
What save do I need to make for this? Or is it
Well,
just...
that's a fail.
give me a second here. 15, yes, sir, is a fail for your initial. So you are going to take D4 for 3 points. So we're going to one at a time. First hit Blaster with 3, but he hasn't taken any damage, so he's doing okay. Amembrio, you got a what?
18.
18 is still a fail. Phase 3. Oh my. Phase 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Stage 3 is 2d4 poison, clumsy 2, and enfeebled 1 for a
Ew.
round. So drawing. That's why I had you targeted
I
before.
think
Because
we
I'm
need
like,
a bigger bucks.
so you take 2d4 points of damage, and it won't let me do the rest.
You might have to manually add the clumsy.
Oh, you're lucky, man. You got 2 1s. You only took 2 points. You're doing all right.
Take it. I'm not worried about the hit points, but it's the other stuff that makes me not awesome.
Yeah. Taking clumsy of all the effects for a swashbuckler has got to be like the most insulting.
Yep. And then enfeebled on top of that because it all
Oh,
stacks
I'm
up and
character
it's
right now, I
just.
don't think.
Blech. These are nasty things. I'm glad I ran away.
Clumsy 2 and enfeebled 1. And you've taken your damage. Okay, now getting to Pylo. Pylo, you're looking for a reflex save, sir.
Reflex, is there any negatives on that? Because I'm all held up for my last turn, or it's just a...
No, that's just as flavor for a crit miss. I'm just going to cost you an action. When you get to your turn on attacks, it won't affect your reflex. You're fine. Thank you for your honesty, though, but no.
19.
Basic reflex of 21. That is a fail, and you, sir, will take 2d8 points of damage, though I have been rolling somewhat low,
Oh,
I must say.
now you say it.
I have been. Oh, you think I'm going to jinx it?
No, I'm just, yeah.
Pylo takes 8 points. Sorry. Sorry. 8 points of damage. Spraying, hissing spray at Blaster, one end of the snakes, and a bunch are just chewing and ripping on your whatever you got left in your life for Pylo. Which brings us back to the big snake in the room. You whip the door open, getting its attention, and it turns, and since there's a sheet flapping in the wind between us and my victims and little you look mouse and chewy sized.
I will admit that I do look like snake food.
It coils as an action. The giant viper uses an action to coil itself, increasing the reach of its fangs from 5 to 10 feet. And then it uncoils and strikes at you from where it... Isn't that cool? Like it coils up and goes, "Wah!" And then comes back. So 1 to
Total
coil,
snake move.
1 to actually strike you. You guys killed one of these things outright. Like this is the first shot I've really taken at a player. You know? With my fangs, the viper strikes at you and gets a hit with a 23.
Sure
doing
does. Barely,
one-
but it gets it.
1d8 plus 3 piercing plus giant viper venom.
You also have -2 defense.
Oh, do different types of poison stack?
Considering I'm a giant viper versus a viper, funny enough, the fortitude save is different, so it has different effects. So I'm not going to take you to stage 4. This is a brand new save. So first, you take 8 points of damage, and I will take a DC 17 fort.
Okay. Would I get a +1 because of my racial?
But this poison is nastier, but it's easier to save against.
Oh, nat 20. 32. Crit success.
This thing, stage 1, D6. Stage 2, D6 again, and then drained 1.
Ooh, drained is bad.
I know.
Drained is really bad. I'm very glad I saved on that one. Thank you, nat 20. Let's go.
This round.
Shush. No, that's a save. That's a save. You can't just automatically apply higher tiers. I saved.
I will. And if I strike you again, I get fresh poison in you.
You will not strike me again. I am going to murder you after this. Just to let you know.
It coils. It whips out and strikes. And as its final move, I'm going to coil again to ready another strike, keeping you at range. Snake. I don't know you have reach.
Snake.
I'm thinking I'm keeping you at bay.
That's fair.
Blaster Valentine, you are up. El Membrio, you can do your murdering in a moment. You're on deck. Blaster, what do you want to do? Are you feeling acrobatic? Are you feeling unmuted? Then feel acrobatic.
I will attack first.
Okay.
With the sword again.
Yes, good move. Well, decent move, I would say.
Just a regular hit for 26.
Just a regular old hit.
And 3 damage.
Okay. As you chop and slash, even though I have reduced damage, the mass of snakes stops writhing. And we have a big bunch of flesh first. Thunder Snake Stew tonight, tomorrow, on the morrow. Nicely done.
Get ready for more thunder craps.
Blaster, taking care of this threat with your first strike and 2 actions left because the battle is not over.
I will rush up the stairs to
help me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is a single move. You had 25 or 30 foot movement?
25.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 puts you at the games room door. Luckily, it's open, but you can look up the hall, and 10 feet away, you see El Membrio reeling from another viper, bite. And he pauses.
Not lie. This is not fun.
He says on his opening move, Membrio, what do you want to do?
With all these snakes on this airship?
We'll get there, slow but sure. El Membrio, it's your turn, sir. What do you want to do? Charwin, get ready. You're on deck.
It's payback, baby. I am going to trip it. Because why not? Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to confidently finish it. With my first action.
You can do a finishing move on something you've never even struck?
Confident, yes, because I have panache.
Don't you have to build up that panache against the same opponent?
Snake. Nope.
No.
Once you have panache, you have panache.
All right.
But I missed. But that's okay because it still takes half of my precision damage, which is 3d6.
Oh, okay.
So it takes half of 5.
I love that
2.
3d6. Oh yeah, here we go.
And now I will attempt to trip it. It should. Okay, so second. I click the second. Yes, this should work. Let's find out if it
Okay.
does.
Okay. Fail.
It did work, and I failed. So, hola crap. And with my next turn, I will retreat down the hall, just past the doorway.
Yeah. Underlay. Goodbye. All right. Charwin.
All right, I want to move to the south all the way to my buddy Pilo.
Okay.
Stepping all those squishy snakes out of the way.
Yeah. Squish, 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 squish.
And I want to
Buddy.
do something I haven't done before.
We're tied up here.
I want to treat poison on Pilo.
Oh.
I don't think I am poisoned.
You're
Yeah,
not?
He saved, didn't he?
I saved.
Yeah, no, only me and Manubrio are.
Save your poison fingers for me. Your anti-poison
I'm
fingers.
just covered in snakes. I completely tied up in knots because I critically failed on that one shot. So I'm just all completely emotion, like not even like, what?
I will say, if you want to get over there and like pull off some snakes off of him, I will restore his turn to full.
As you're pulling snakes off him, you realize they're his rope guts again.
Fooled ya.
It's the party trick that never ends.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll do one action to help pull some snakes out of his eye
Well-
sockets.
The two of you don't really know if he's poisoned. He got hit twice, right? And he saved, but even though the player knows, the character may not know that he like da-da-da, and 2 seconds later, right? So I like the flavor that you came over, you start examining him for poison, and just like, well, let's get these snakes out of the way. And he's like, I'm fine. You know what I mean? So it's not a total waste. Instead of me claiming meta, you free him up.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
continue on my way, my last action.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
So a little battle medicine is it? Can you do poison checks with battle medicine?
It is
Treat injury.
one action to do treat poison.
Cool. All right. Okay, so up the stairs you go on your last action.
Yep.
All right. Half elf.
And for the record, I have to say, raining snakes, kind of a douche move, mana waste. Kind of a douche move.
Yeah, why couldn't it be raining like
Oh,
the girls from the landing strip?
fail. D6. Oh,
Snakes.
3 points. Okay. And half elf passenger Ben becomes clumsy 1 because your NPCs are suffering the effects because they're failing their saves as the rounds tick by. Hope they don't die. They won't pay you the 50 gold they owe you. I mean, it doesn't look good if people die on the airship that's supposed to be trying to regain its reputation, guys.
That's fair. That's fair. But honestly, we don't care.
We're still doing better than last time, so win.
Win.
Hey
Half
man,
elf
everyone wants
passenger
to be a
number?
skeleton. We all know that.
There we go. Not 20 for 21 because he really needs. Yes, the man of the two shrugs it off. Does not take further damage from his bite. Pilo, you are free to act. What do you want to do?
Well, still
Save us all.
snakes, but at least I can move around. So I'll run around and follow where my buddies went and chase up the stairs.
10, 20, 30,
I only have 25.
40. I'll stop you here because big pile of snakes got to be some kind of difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay. But you go flying past Charwin and end up stacking up behind Valentine on the second level.
Or am I able to move actually to here instead, over to the side, just in case? Because I'm still kind of covered in snakes and leave room for. There we go.
Okay. Leave room for friendlies.
Are they
Round-
intestines? Are they snakes? It's the new game with Pilo.
Round 6. Still making saving throws there, Matt?
Oh, I can do that. Yep. Maybe. Hopefully. Big money. Oh, that's 28.
That is a save.
Hooah!
There is no stage 4. There's just more of the same of stage 3 and intensifies.
I'm
However-
happy, but does it reduce? I guess I probably have to go through the whole like.
Okay, however,
Process.
you've gone through a round. Your enfeebled 1 comes off because it was only a round. Okay, but your
Still clumsy.
other, you haven't been treated for poison. You're still kind of stuck at what?
I also rolled a 28 to save.
Touch
now-
me, Jarwin. I
One
long
might-
for it.
One might argue that now that you've saved consecutive rounds later, the clumsy starts coming off, but not all effects automatically like tick away. So we
Yeah,
have to look that up. I don't-
there's actually not as many that tick away that
just
you
the
think.
slowed,
like-
is it?
yeah, there's not that many that tick away.
Okay.
There's a couple of them that do, but yeah.
All right. Well, since you've abandoned the room, I'm going to turn back on the NPCs. Don't mind if I do.
Enjoy your snack. It would be the last one you have.
So, re-upping my attack. I've coiled, and I turn upon the man waving his arms around. Get back. Critical. On,
Oh no.
buddy.
Oh no. Oh
8 points.
no.
Oh no, he's dying. He's killed him. Coiled and got him a bite right in the throat.
This might be a lucrative opportunity, my friends.
We brought the saboteur to justice. Robbery? No, we can't help you with any kind of robbery or body. Sorry, Captain. It's not our thing. We're not that kind of cops.
We're
but that's
gonna
not
return
all.
his
I
personal
mean, at
effects
the
to his
very
family.
least, we can argue the fact that it's not our fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was our first snake storm. What do you want from
Snakes
us?
happen, bro. Snakes happen.
What happens in the mana waste stays in the mana waste.
Well,
Shove the body overboard. Turning on the next victim with a reduced attack bonus and actually kills her as well. Oh, God.
No one must know
Just-
little Elrad.
Double strike. I even put the penalties for secondary attacks. I mean, it coiled and then, nope. Blaster Valentine.
I will run over to the open door.
Do you know what kept you from saving these people and being a hero? Bad design. Who put a frickin' you think, where's the second stairway that goes to a cabin that doesn't go in the hallway? I mean, obviously the architect, the design of this airship is responsible for the deaths of these people.
It kind of feels
not
to
you.
me like they just missed putting a door in. That's what it feels like to me. But hey,
Nope. Because if you look at the
maybe
stairwell,
there's a reason.
if you look at the stairwell, right? It's specifically to go there so that he can come directly down to the bridge. Up, down, done.
It would be
Right
it's
to the-
strange though that he wouldn't have another door going into the hall.
Still seems kind of dumb, just saying. But hey,
Hey,
we didn't design it. We didn't build it. It is the way it is.
Me standing
for the
in
record,
hallway
the
looking
map
for-
is open. The player could have looked at the stairs, went, "Where does this go?" We did get a tour earlier, and I don't see any doors up there. But he ran out, he went charging up those stairs, man. So, in the heat of the moment, mistakes were made. Not your fault. Blaster, it is your turn, though. You want
And
to
I
avenge them?
move.
Avenge
5, 10,
them.
15. 15.
Avenge the two lumps in this in the big giant viper.
Upon
15
the scene
feet?
of horror that I witness as I look in through the door,
Yeah.
I raise my pistol and I take a shot.
All right. Did you want to end up adjacent to him or just 10 feet away?
No, 10 feet away.
All right. The horror. Snake gut still dripping off your blade.
That's a hit for 26
Yes, sir.
and 10 points of damage.
Okay, take a big chunk out of the thing, the side of it. Moderately wounded, but still there. What else do you want to do? That's 2 actions. 1 to move, 1 to shoot. And yes, you're allowed to reload while moving, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll assume if you took a shot earlier, you could move and reload on your, way up here. That's fine. I'll let you retcon that.
I will move.
However, since you just shot, that reload is kind of redundant because you just shot a bullet, so.
Yeah. So then I will move north up the hallway
Okay.
10 feet.
Okay.
No, 15 feet. Yeah. And then that's me.
Okay.
And obviously reload when I move.
Okay. You go running up to the door, you take a single shot. I'm doing my part to avenge you, and you move off while reloading. Strange ship and strange passengers, that's all I have to say. El Manubrio. What do you want to do? He's shocked into silence.
I will move back up to the doorway.
Okay.
I will shoot my shot because I got to re-up my panache, so I need to trip this guy. Trip him.
Did you reload your gun?
Failure. I didn't take a shot. I've just been whipping.
You shot downstairs. You shot, then you swang around the corner. The gun is not
true.
loaded.
I did take a shot. I have not reloaded. You're right.
Yeah.
But I am still trying to whip.
Okay.
And that was a failure because I rolled a 3 and ew.
Okay.
With my final action, I will attempt to trip again.
All right.
And it should automatically do its business. And it did. And I still failed with a 19.
Okay.
And that's my
It's a
turn.
very the snake is oval. It's got a very flat bottom, not easy to flip over. Sorry.
No, dude. I honestly feel like you shouldn't be able to trip a snake. That's just me. But mechanically,
mechanically, why not flip it on its belly?
yep,
Right.
I like it.
Give it,
I dig it.
Pro player, man.
I still failed at it, but I dig it.
All right, Charwin. Last round this episode for you, Charlin. Make it count, buddy.
Yeah, let's finish going up the stairs.
Charwin has arrived.
Hallway.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 in the hallway. Yay, I'm here. And
That's a good
down the hallway, 10 feet away, you see El Membrio whipping a door. Who knows what's beyond? You see Valentine retreating down the hallway, confident that he's done his part and could only make it worse by trying harder.
You know what? Let's just go in. 5, 10, 15. I'll
Ballsy, Charwin. Ballsy.
Get in there. Get in there, Charwin.
I'll go into the
Be the
corner.
next victim. Be the next victim. Oh, good move. Tactically sound. All right. 2 moves. And
Yep.
then
We will try to use my spear.
your spear of problem solving.
Oh no. A 2
With a
on
2.
the dice for a 14.
I'm sorry. This sucker is slippery. Pilo.
Tired.
Pilo. You moved out of the way. Everyone ran by you. Now what do you want to do?
I guess I'll run out through the door.
5, 10, 15.
You can see that they're kind of focusing on this area, so I guess continuing to run, I can go, 20, 25 right in front of the snake here.
Yep.
On a single move. And then,
Yep.
Let's see here.
2 civilians lay on the floor, looking
Yeah.
pale and purple,
Can
not
we
moving.
kill them, or are they? I don't even know. I wouldn't know. I'm just
Not sure.
I can just kind of. I'm just gonna wail at him. Just throw a big old punch. Just gonna smack
Okay.
the guy. Actually, you know what? I would say I would pull out to go to whip the guy, but I'd actually grab one of the snakes that's tied to me and go to whip him and just punch the guy in the face instead. Because it's a snake. Punch him. Because I'm also
Sure.
a snake, so I couldn't guess where my whip was.
Okay.
Goes to reach for his whip, grabs one of the snakes,
Yeah, just
Yep.
punches him.
Yeah.
punches him instead. I like it.
Improvised weapon, but technically could have the weight and flexibility of a whip, which he's trained in. So I'm just gonna.
Snake throwing.
I'm not gonna give you penalties for using improvised weapon. But I'm curious: is there anything on Archives of Neth that's about a generic like D4 or D6 thing that you could use as a weapon? Because it will probably do more damage than your bare fist.
I have the fist, the +1 fist or whatever it is. So
okay.
Yeah.
So you wrap the snake around your fist and then whip it.
I kind of just go to throw it away and instead punch the guy in the face instead of whipping him with it because I was going to go to whip.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Flavor.
Can you? Yeah. Exactly. Can you?
Yep. He is. Oh yeah. All good.
That's a 19 to hit.
Or that is a hit.
Yay! That was fist.
What have you got?
That is 5 damage.
5 points. You hurt this thing quite heavily. And as the snake on round 7 coils as a single action, ready to strike anybody within 10 feet, we will see you all next time.